Okay, here we go. So yesterday was the new moon. And so for me, when it's a full moon or a new moon, it's always a great occasion to do a moon salutation. I love moon salutations, and yoga is so filled all the time with sun salutations and energy building flows. And a moon salutation is a cool down. And so we're going to work on that today. But what the new moon, I believe, represents high tide. I think it's when our tides are highest. And that means there's this extra flow, extra water. There is this fluidity that we want to achieve in our lives. So with that thought in mind, close your eyes and let's come inside. Notice your breath. Begin to deepen your breath. Feeling the surge of energy that an inhale brings to your body, fueling your heart and sending oxygen to every cell in your body to renew and regenerate. And when you exhale, you let go of all the toxins, physical and mental, let them go. And continue to do this at your own pace, in your own time. And come back to your breath, your natural rhythm of breathing. And when you get there, a few rounds of your natural rhythm, just begin to open your eyes to bring in the light. So we're going to start to get ready for our sun salutation. And we're going to do that by getting our neck a little bit loose. So send your right ear to your right shoulder. And breathe into the stretch on the left side of your body. Breathe into it and let it go. Breathe in and let it go. Next inhale, bring your head back to neutral and then over to the other side. Breathing in this time to the stretch on the right side of your neck. And then bring your head to neutral. Send your chin to your chest, your nose to the sky. Twice more. And bring your head to neutral. Bring your arms alongside your body, alongside your chair. Bring your right arm up alongside your ear and lateral stretch to the left. And make sure that your feet, they're flat on the ground. Make sure that they're nice and firm. You're going to take your right arm and you're going to take your left arm and take hold of your right wrist. And let the weight of your left arm, just pull your right arm a little bit more to deepen that lateral stretch. You don't have to pull, just the weight of your arm will do what needs to be done. And then come back up to center and bring your arms once again down along your side body. Left arm comes up, lateral stretch. And let's do the same thing here. So your right arm takes your left wrist and let the weight of that arm lengthen that stretch. And then come back up to center and let your arms come down by your side. We're going to do our twist. So come to a nice tall mountain spine. So don't, instead of leaning back in your chair, you want to be nice and straight, shoulders over hips. Bring your right arm, your right hand to your left thigh. Bring your left arm back behind the chair, or it could stay alongside, and twist over, looking over your left shoulder. Inhale, get taller. Exhale, empty, and twist a little more. So keep your right hand exactly where it is. Lift your left arm and make a journey toward your right knee with your arm, so that as if you were going to reach that knee, but you won't, of course, so that we're making another nice lateral stretch here. And then come back up to sit, come forward. Right arm reaches around, looking over your right shoulder. Remember to get taller on the inhale. And when you're empty of breath, twist a little bit more. You're going to keep the bind of your left hand on your right knee or thigh. Lift your right arm alongside your right ear. And do that same lateral stretch in the opposite direction. And then come back up to center and turn back to the front to look forward. Swivel to the side of your chair, either side, doesn't matter. Your hands on your thighs. And we're going to do some cats and dogs. So on an inhale, send your heart forward. Let your elbows move back a little bit. On an exhale, straighten your arms, curl your back. Inhale, slide your hands. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now continue at your own pace. And after your next cat, come up to a neutral spine and return to center. Okay. So come towards the edge of your chair and let's do some circles with our body. Hold on to the seat or the side legs of your chair, just to contain your circle a little bit. And the next time you're leaning towards center, go the opposite way, making circles the other way. And come back to center, to your neutral spine. And come on the ball of your left foot and bring it down, right foot. So go up and down. And this time you're going to march. Seated march. Get our hip sockets moving, juicing them up. And come to stillness. And if you have a strap available, handy, or whatever, you could do this without if you don't have one. And you're going to place it on the floor and step on it. And a strap, you can use a scarf, you can use a necktie, anything that mimics a strap. It doesn't, this is much too long, so it doesn't have to be this long. And you're going to send your leg straight out in front of you. And like I said, you can do this without the strap. It's a little harder. Yeah. And you have one end of the strap in each hand. And your strap should be around the ball of your foot. Your leg is coming straight out from your hip. And you're going to push into cause a little tension with your hands pulling the strap. Not a lot, just enough so that you can push your foot into the strap. Pushing it, pushing it. Feel that you use all your leg muscles here. And then take the strap into your right hand and send it all the way out to the side. You can bring your other arm to the chair. I know I'm messing up left from right, but it really doesn't matter which you do first. We'll go the other way. Come back to center. And then switch the holding of your strap. Lift your leg a little bit more. Send it past the center line. Bring it back to center and release it. And let's do the other side. So you can place the strap on the floor and step on it, or you can lasso it, whatever works. And lift your leg up hip high. So first you're holding the two ends, one in each hand. And you're going to create tension and push ball of your foot into the strap. Take both ends of the strap with one hand, the same hand as your leg that's extended, and send it out to the side. Use the side of your chair, your arm with your other arm to hold it. And you send it out as far as you comfortably go. It might just be a little bit, it might be a lot. Come to center. Bring everything in the other hand. Lift it up a little higher to come across the center line. Come back to center and release your leg. Excellent. Now bring your hands to the back or to the side of your chair, and you're going to lift one buttock and then the other. We're going to get our glutes, loosened up a little here. Excellent. Now we're going to do a forward fold, and best way to do that is by bringing your legs to the corners of your chair. Send your arms out and up. And then send them away from each other like you were pushing all the air away from you so that you could very easily come down any amount as far as your body allows. And bring your arms inside your legs. Let your head hang. Wherever you are, let your head just hang. And just gently unfold, very easily, very gently. Let your head be the last thing to come up, always when you're in a forward fold, so we don't get dizzy. Bring your legs back together. Right. So what we're going to do now is the seated variation of a moon salutation. So we'll do that. You're going to come a little bit again away from the back of your chair. And you're going to step one foot out and the other so that you're making a V shape with your legs. And you're going to send your arms overhead in a V shape. This is a 5-pointed star. And then you're going to think about the full moon. And you'll do that by imagining that you're on the full moon, that the curve of the moon, so you'll send your heart forward, making a little bit of a back bend. It's not a deep one. It's not a deep one. Imagine that you're just lying on the surface of the full moon, holding it. And then come back to center. Bring your hands together, interlace your fingers except for your index fingers, and bring your legs a little bit in closer, but they're not widthwise, just not away from you. Bring them closer to the legs of the chair, but keep them apart. Because we are now going to draw the full moon, and we do that by taking a deep breath in, and on an exhale, you trace that full moon and bring your fingers in between your feet. And then you're going to retrace it. You're going to come all the way up for the half moon. You can bring your legs together now. And we're going to do a crescent moon. And we do a crescent moon by sending both our hands out to one side. And imagine that you're curling the side of your body and making it into like a C shape. Inhale to center. Exhale, crescent moon in the other direction. Inhale to center. Right. Release your arms just for a moment. And then place your feet so that you're on the corners of your seat and your feet are going in the same direction as your knees. And you're going to come to your goddess. So your goddess has your arms in a cactus shape. And the reason we put a goddess into our moon salutation is because the moon represents the divine feminine, divine female. And that makes it a goddess. There's the salute of a goddess. And goddesses do love to dance. So bring your left hand in front of your belly, the other arm overhead, framing it. Inhale and then exhale over to one side, the side that you're pointing to with your upper hand, arm. And come back to center on an inhale. And then exhale, switch your arms, go the other way. Inhale and bring your arms back down. You're going to turn to the outside of edge of your chair and come to the edge of your chair again and send your outside leg back behind you. And interlace your fingers, Yoga Mudra, behind you. And lift your left leg. And imagine that you're looking up at millions and billions of stars for a stargazer pose. Stargazer. And if lifting your leg is uncomfortable, just bring it back down. And then, with your foot down, back down on the mat, you're going to release your arms and bring them into a prayer. And come forward over your leg that's in front of you to a quarter moon, like the letter 4. And then come back up. Return to center, open your legs wide. Inhale and exhale. Come down as far as you comfortably can in between your legs. And imagine that you are standing and you would be exposing the dark side of the moon. New moon. Send your arms out and up, drawing that moon, and bring it down to your heart. Okay. So we're going to do that standing. But before we do, we're going to do one other thing before we get to that, to the standing edition of that. So cross your leg, your left leg over your right, or bring your ankle on top of your thigh for a pigeon. This is a pigeon leg. Put your leg like this. Take your foot and your hand in your one hand and your knee in the other. You're going to lift it a little and rock it from side to side. See what we're doing for a hip joint. You can feel your muscles working. And then bring it back down. And uncross it. And let's do that on the other side. So your ankle is on top of your thigh. One hand to your foot, other hand to your knee. Lift it up a little and rock it. Rock it. And bring it back down. And then uncross it. And come back to the edge of your chair. And let's do a couple more cats and dogs. And we can do it facing forward as long as you're far enough away from your chair. So again, you're going to use your elbows to spring you back and forth. Inhale, come forward. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now stay where you are in your seat. So when we think of the moon, we often think of bats, because don't bats come out at the full moon? At least at Halloween they do. And even though it's a new moon, the bats are still out there, right? So we're going to do a little bat wings right now. So bring your forearms with elbows bent in front of you and pile one on top of the other. Bring your chin to your chest, hang over. Imagine that you are hanging from a tree or inside your cave. And now nighttime comes. And it happens to be a new moon, but it's time for this bat to wake up, lift your head. Release your arms very slowly. It was a long day. And open your arms just halfway so your fingers are pointing forward. And now send your elbows back behind you. So your heart comes a little bit forward, your elbows, as if you wanted them to touch. And then open your wings all the way, palms facing out, and fly away. Exhale, send your back behind you. Inhale, rotate your arms, the backs of your hands, push the air away to fly away. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, and cross your arms again, your forearms again. Try and remember which one was on top last time and put the other one on top. And let's go back to sleep. Daytime is coming. And here comes that moon. We're going to lift your head, starting to wake up. Open those wings halfway. Fingers pointing forward, send those elbows back behind you, open your wings and fly away. And fly away. And this time, you're going to bring your hands together and bring them down to your heart. And release your hands. Okay. Excellent. I think it's time for our standing moon salutation. So I'm going to move my blanket and strap out of the way. So come to the side of your chair. Give myself a little more room. So we're going to start. So I'm going to turn this around this way. And the reason is that this is what we're going to use the back of your chair for balance whenever you need it. So that if you ever feel insecure, you'll hold on to the back of the chair. Step your feet wide apart. Yeah, as wide as you comfortably will. And you still have the chair here. And then maybe you'll lift both arms to make a V shape with your arms, just like we did seated for a 5-pointed star. And then you're going to come to that back end for the full moon. If you need to bring your arm down, you'll bring it down. And then you're going to bring your arms up overhead, create that pencil with your index fingers. Bend your knees a little to soften. Inhale, and then exhale, draw a half moon with your fingers. And then redraw it. And again, you can always hold on to that chair. You can draw with one finger. All right. So now we're going to come to our goddess. Yeah, and so to do that, you need to put your feet at a 45-degree angle. One hand goes in front, the other frames your head. You're going to inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Let's get that feminine energy. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and bring your hands down. You're going to swivel into warrior one feet, right? So keep hold of that chair as you need to. But this time, your hands can be together on the chair, or if you're not using the chair, they'll be in Yoga Mudra. And straighten your leg and look at those stars. Trillions. Look at them. And then come back to a quarter moon. You're going to bend over your legs to a quarter moon. You're either in yoga mudra or you're holding on to the chair. And you're going to push your feet into the mat to come back up. And you're going to turn back and bring your feet together, because I forgot to do the crescent moon. So we're going to do that now. So that pointer finger is still up high, arms alongside your ears. You're going to inhale, exhale, crescent moon. Inhale, center. Exhale, crescent moon. Inhale, center. Release your hands. Bend, widen your legs, bend your knees. Let your arms slide down your legs. Allow yourself, your knees to bend so that you could bring your hands as far down to the floor as possible so that you can expose the dark side of the moon, the new moon. And then send your arms out and up. Gather all that moon energy and bring it down to your heart. We're going to do that again. Okay. Five-pointed star. Full moon. Again, chair is here for you. Come back to center. Bring your hands up overhead, fingers interlace. Walk your feet together. And we're going to start going in the other direction this time. Crescent moon. And again, hold on to the chair if you wish to. Inhale, center. Exhale, opposite direction. Inhale, center. Open up to goddess. Legs are bent, any amount, whatever works for you. You can always keep one hand on this chair, even when you're dancing. And this time we're going to do a different dance. And what you're going to do is make circles with your hips. And then go the other way. All right. And then you're going to turn. So you could do this in the direction we did before. You can do it this way with the chair, looking at the chair. And so other leg is forward this time. Your warrior one legs. You're going to straighten your legs. Send one arm behind you. Stargazer. Back of your hand to your back, or if you wish to interlace your fingers, stargazer. Either way, it's still a stargazer. Bring your hand to the back of the chair, step back, and we'll do our quarter moon this way on this side. Bring your hands to your shins. To the back of the chair for a quarter moon. And you can stay right where you are. Open your legs wide. Bend your knees so you can come down as far as is comfortable. There's that chair for you to expose the dark side of the moon. Heel toe your feet close together. Keep your knees nice and soft. Fly your arms out and up and down the center line. Excellent. Okay. So let's come down again to our chair. All right. And breathe. Just breathe. Going to breathe again as we did when we started. Breathing in, feeling new life. Exhaling, letting go. Send your arms out and up and down the center line. Inhale, gather. Exhale to your heart. Once more, inhale, gather. Exhale to your heart. Allow your arms to come down by your side. And you're just going to very gently, you're not going all the way, you're just going to very gently go to one side and very gently to the other. Come to center. Let's do that again. One side, center, other side. Good. And breathe. And breathe. Bring your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. And go the other way. And then forward, up, back, and down again. And let your arms just fall comfortably by your side. You're in a mountain spine. Shoulders over your hips. Going to inhale, gather. Exhale, come forward. Open your legs if you wish, or you can just rest your chest on your legs. Whatever you prefer. We're just winding down. And very slowly unfold. And we're going to make our way into our Shavasana. So our Shavasana is any comfortable seat. Any comfortable seat. So, you know, I like my blanket, and you can be nice and straight. You don't need a blanket. It's not necessary. I like to use it so that when I hug, I have a cushion when I come forward. This is how I like to end. But you do it your way. Just be nice and comfortable. Come into your Shavasana. And allow every bit of the energy that you generated here today to flow through your body, to assimilate. Om Namah Shivaya. I surrender to transformation and welcome the changes that will lead me to who I am. Deepen your breath. Bring your chin to your chest. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Allow your arms to fall alongside your chair, alongside your body. And as you send your arms out and up, you'll begin to lift your head very slowly to come up to neutral, and you will come up to open eyes. Bring your arms all overhead, coming to a prayer. And bring that prayer to your heart. And let's take all of this energy we've generated here together and send it out as goodwill and peace to everyone all over the world, to eliminate jealousy, to help us love each other, to learn how if we don't know. Take a deep breath in and out. And take that energy of the new moon with you through the day. Namaste.